going to talk through how to use VLOOKUPs in Google Sheets. So VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup, and I kind of think of it like how you would use a dictionary. So you have the key value or the word you want to look up and the definition that you want to bring back. So sometimes whenever we want to do something like using VLOOKUPs, we have to do a little bit of what I would call data wrangling, so moving the data around and getting it where you want it. So I have a social media calendar for Taught by Humans. I also have all of my posts exported with their metrics from LinkedIn. So you can see this is the post, this is the date. I've done a little bit of date manipulation here to make it a bit easier to use. And then I also have things like impressions and click-through rates. So those are kind of the things you're interested in finding out about your LinkedIn posts, but you can apply this to anything. So I'm going to go over here, and this is my LinkedIn calendar. So this is the post, and what I actually want to get from this is my content pillar, because I want to see how well my different content pillars are tracking against each other. So I can highlight column A and press Command or Control and highlight column H, and then I'm going to hit Command or Control and C to copy. I'm going to go back to my LinkedIn analysis one and make a new tab. So hit here. I'm going to call it VLOOKUPs just so it's clear what's being done. And what I can do here is then paste in what I have. So Command or Control and V. There we go. I'm not super happy with these dates. So just to prove a point, I don't think the dates are in the right format. So to type in a VLOOKUP, you type it in. You then say what you want to look up. So in this case, we want to look up the date, comma, where you want to look the date up. So I want to look the date up. The one that you're looking up has to be the start. So in this case, I want to look up G to K because I want column K back based on column G. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The index of the column I want to bring back is 5. And my data is not sorted, so 0. If in doubt, just put 0 in the last one. So if I hit enter, tells me this date isn't there. I'm pretty confident it is there. So, you can see what it's looking up. It's looking up 4, 5, it's looking up a number. So I'm going to try a few things. First of all, I'm just going to try and format this as a date. Oh, that's even worse. It's made it American. So Control and Z there, just a little, or Command and Z if you need to, just to make sure. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a formula called date. I need to get the year out, so I'm just going to type in 2020, and I'm going to add right of this too, if you can see what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to add, I need the month next. Oh, I typed that in badly. So the month is in the middle, so I'm going to type in mid A3, and I know it's number 4, and I want 2. And then similarly, the day, the day is left A3, and I want 2. Hoping this works. Yes, that looks like the date that I want. Lovely. So just want to do a little check. If I copy and paste and then hit Shift, Command or Control and V. Yep, there we go. That's brought back the right date. So I'm just going to copy all of these. Ooh, and we've got a little bump there. I'll deal with that in a second. And hit Shift, Command or Control and V to just paste the values. I can then pull this down, replicate it, and you'll see some of them aren't there. Maybe we didn't post on that day. I'm just going to delete this column for, actually, I'm just going to pull both. I'm just going to pull this the whole way down. No, I'll just leave it. I'm just going to delete this column to tidy things up a bit. And then I'm looking at these NAs and I'm like, did we not post on those days? Maybe not. So one of the things you can do with a VLOOKUP, once you know it's actually working, so only do this after you know it's working, is wrap it in an if error. And if there's an error, I'm just going to say 0. So then I can pull this down now. So then instead of having problems and ugly NAs, I'm going to have zeros. And that's great. So I've been able to look up impressions using a VLOOKUP.